Luis real quick. He's telling me about him.
Who's Luis?
41.
Oh!
Okay.
So he was on their property in the back, filming the gals, following the door. They told him to leave, and he said he can do whatever he wants. And then they just went inside.
Okay.
And then he went back on the sidewalk and started doing laps around the building.
Okay. Okay. So he's been told to leave. He's on public right away now, and
yeah. So the only issue is they had said to give him, let me have your name, and he says, I'm not going to give it to you. I haven't committed a crime.
okay. Of course. Okay.
They want to say I'm trespassing. They don't say I'm trespassing. They want to get that fucking bullshit.
So, and the girls say he had that camera in their face while he was on their property.
Doing a constitutionally First Amendment protected activity. Recording in public. That's all I'm doing, Sergeant.
Okay. So,
Sergeant Jones.
Understand.
Your officers are threatening me with arrest and trespassing. I've never trespassed, ever.
You guys, if you want to take off, I'll handle this.
Yeah,
all right,
fuck
so
out of here. I'm speaking with the sergeant now. Hey, it's freedom of speech. I can say fuck all I want.
I don't care about that. I'm not saying that you don't have a
know,
constitutional right to say that.
You're being respectful.
But that's the only thing that I'm gonna request of you is don't be cursing at them. Right?
I can say whatever I want.
I know you can say, but it's a respect thing, right?
That's not to you, Sergeant
So
Jones.
here's the deal. As I understand it, we don't have badge numbers. I'm 104 is my call number.
Oh, yeah, your ID number?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Why
understand.
I want to speak to you directly.
He's
You're an officer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were an employee. My bad.
So
No, I'm getting some clarification.
all right, go ahead.
So
I want to hear you talk.
What I understood, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you encountered the gals in the back parking lot.
No, I've been out here on the public sidewalk the whole time.
Okay.
I have my body cam footage running the whole time.
So
they can lie to you all they want.
I
told them what I'm doing also, and they never told me to leave the property. So I'm not mad at you.
So
I
I understand. I'm trying to let you have your opportunity to speak, so that when I speak, I can have my opportunity.
I want to hear you speak.
What I understand, and I haven't spoke to these gals, as you see, I just pulled up. But what I understand has been related to me is that you were actually on their property. You were in their face with the camera, which unnerves people, which is partly why I'm sure you're doing it.
It's not true.
And they asked you to leave, and then you moved out to the public right away.
That's not true. They never asked me to leave, and I never.
Okay,
went
but were you on their property?
Never. I never trespassed. I never went on their property.
Okay. So here's the deal. As I'm sure you are very, very well aware.
Let me show you what I was doing. I was doing this the whole time.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was doing.
Okay.
Let's walk around back and see where you went around back.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Sergeant Jones, for being respectful and professional.
And you do know everything's recorded just like you're recording.
Sir.
All right.
So you're not trespassing me or anything or threatening me and intimidating me?
Well, I don't know the whole story yet, right?
Well, they want to bully me and intimidate me. I'm not going to fucking take that.
But understand, if you were on their private property, they have the right to ask you to leave and to trespass you from there.
You can only trespass somebody if you're trespassing. I never went on their property. I never trespassed ever.
Okay. But at the time that somebody feels that you're no longer there to patronize the business for a reason, then they can have you leave their premise. Okay.
Yeah, I was doing this the whole time, and she comes out here and says what I'm doing. I was respectful too, even though she wasn't. I said I'm just recording in public, and then she got all mad and said, said some crazy stuff and went inside and started calling the police.
Were you?
Okay.
Any other part?
I was here the whole time.
Okay.
You were never
keep your distance. I don't want you to think I'm impeding your movement or about to.
I'm not worried about that.
No, I want to walk where you are.
Okay.
I don't want you to think I'm attacking you. Okay, so this is what I was doing the whole time.
Okay.
I came here, stood right here. I recorded like this.
Okay.
Okay, and then I went here, not blocking the roadway because I know the law and you can't, impede or block traffic, right?
Okay.
So I came here again, right here, right? And their property, I looked at the GSI survey on the Grand County, not the sheriff, the GSI survey on the county.
Sure.
The government, right? And the property line is right there.
Okay.
So if I step foot on there, that could be considered trespassing. But and I was like 5 feet away. This is a public sidewalk.
Okay.
So anyway, I was like this, and then she came outside, and then I walked back over there the same way, and then I came back again, and a few other people came out, but they really didn't say anything, and that was it.
All right. So
never trespassed ever.
Okay.
I don't
so
care what
that's fine.
You
haven't heard me. I'm not gonna get into an argument with you. What appears quite clear to me is, as of right now, they don't want you on their premise.
I understand that.
Right? Okay. So do what you're going to do out here. But they would prefer you not to go back on there. If you do, then it would be a criminal offense.
Oh my God, hold on. Guys, this officer right here, Sergeant Jones, I don't do this a lot. I'm not ass kissing. He knows the law and he knows constitutional rights. He's been respectful the whole time. He never threatened me with arrest, told me I'm trespassing, so I gotta give it to him. Your other officers though, I'd like to file complaints on them because they came out here very aggressive and said I was trespassing. They never went inside to speak with him or anything.
Okay.
You know.
So let me, if you would.
Yeah.
Because I haven't led you astray yet, so give me the benefit of the doubt. I'll go back.
He said I was. I don't mean to interrupt you, but one last thing I want to say.
Okay.
Officer A Reyes or something. He said I was trespassing. He's gonna arrest me. Okay. He said that. I have it on camera. I can file a lawsuit, but I'm not going to. And then when I asked him 1 minute later, he said I'm not gonna arrest you for trespassing. You're not even trespassing. Only if you go. I'm like, what? Okay.
So what I would ask is that give me an opportunity.
Yes, sir.
To go review the body cam.
Yes, sir.
Because
if
just
you
like
need to review my footage, I have it here.
And that would be fine, but that would require me to get your name, address, phone number, all that kind of stuff, which I don't know is you're really interested in providing me right now.
I'm not going to provide ID unless I committed a crime.
Right, and that's why I'm saying that I would prefer to go and review our body cam, which I have access to, before I ask for your footage. You're volunteering it, but
I do this all the time.
I know.
You know Captain Williams?
I do know Captain Williams.
I know the chief and everybody, man. Okay. So. That's why I requested for a supervisor.
Mm-hmm. So, anything else you would like to address right now?
Yeah, just not even like, violating rights, but also disrespectful. The two officers were.
Okay.
And I've done this before. I was at the bank the other day. I was at an industrial complex the other day. So,
Okay. All right. Well, I think we're done here, unless you have something else.
How can I go about filing a complaint against the officer? I just want to know. I'm not saying I'm going to do it or not.
Sure. So I assume because of your statement to me that you want this looked into, so that's as good as filing a complaint with me right now. If you want to come in and formally fill out a piece of paper, I can give you a piece of paper before we leave.
Yeah, if you have a complaint form, but I don't want to provide any ID or any information to you. Not because I have nothing against you, it's just because I don't want those two officers to know my information.
I'm not arguing that. That's why I said, you telling me your concerns.
Huh? Your body cam is running, I see that.
Right.
So that's good.
But so I'll go back and take a look at that. My only problem would be not having a way to reach back out to you to let you know the conclusion of any investigation.
Can I get a business card from you?
You can.
Is your name and badge number? I know you didn't say you had a badge number, you had an ID number, but any way to identify you would be great. What's your name, sir?
Detective Hintz.
Oh, you are a detective. I see that.
I have the CR for the Northern Cable issue.
I'm like, go away from him. I thought you were an employee, man. I didn't see the badge or gun. Yeah, man, no disrespect. I give respect. You give respect, you get respect, right? But they're going to come here and threaten me with trespassing.
So you got my contact information.
There it is, guys.
Email and phone number.
Yes, sir. Sergeant Brian Jones, and that's the case number or badge number, ID number, right? What is that?
I don't know what's on there.
Is that
I just hand them out to people. That's the case number.
Oh,
that's references. So.
Well, can I get your badge number or ID?
It's 104.
Okay, 104. I know I have it on camera, but nothing is as good as written evidence.
There you go.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, any other questions, concerns,
comments?
What's
going to happen with them? Did you?
I'm going to go in and have a conversation with them.
Okay, all right. I mean, if you, I would like to know what they say. I'll stick around.
So, Detective Hintz has already been in there to speak with them.
Yeah. You guys educated them, though, right?
Yes.
Well, I would assume I haven't had a conversation with them, but. So you're clear. Obviously, they're not interested in you being on their premise. If you could find somewhere else, that would be great. Unless we have to come back and talk again about the same issue. All right.
Ah, damn, you're a good officer, man.
All right.
Fist bump.
All right. Take care.
Sergeant.
Right. Yep. Be safe.
That's how you do it, guys. Good officers right here.
Yeah, I already.
Okay.
You having enough fun?
Excuse me.
All right. So, does anybody have any questions, concerns about what's going on?
Well, one concern I have is that he was filming employees and their license plates of their cars.
Sure. And so you know, I'm filming, but I'm gonna try not to get right in your face.
And that's what he.
So you guys know, you're not the first folks that he's been around and has done this to. This is kind of his shtick, right? That he tries to push the freedom of movements, First Amendment. Wonderful. So, as unnerving as it may seem to you initially to be confronted by somebody like this, the guy's pretty benign. Or at least in our experience, he's been benign. This is his whole thing, is he wants a confrontation with us that he can film if he can precipitate one. Okay? But we have to deal with enough really bad guys that we usually don't get too riled up about, people that are just, So, unnerving, I get it, but I really wouldn't be too concerned. He's been told, don't come back to the property. Clearly, you've worn out your welcome. Apparently, he doesn't do business here, so.
I don't even know who he is.
Right, and that's part of his thing, is he doesn't want to identify himself and yada, yada, yada.
But why?
So,
He wants to follow everybody else. It's his rights.
Do you collect stamps or anything like this? I mean, are you a baseball card trader? Do you crochet? This is his collection.
And then I just
So-
think as a company, I'm worried that he'll go to one of our competitors and say, hey, will you air this? I mean, can they do that?
Well, he could put it up on YouTube, but it kind of like everybody else, you have to have a following. So, how many people do you know that go around and do this on their time off? Not very many. So the following and effect isn't going to be too big, I wouldn't imagine.
So why Northland? I mean,
I
just
have no
because
idea.
it's just
You're
one-
about the 5th or 6th location that I'm aware of personally, and I'm sure the other officers have dealt with him on other ones. So that's why I say, as strange as it is, I really wouldn't concern yourselves too much unless this repeats, and then let us know.
Is he still out there?
I have no idea. I think he's waiting to talk to me again, but
He wants to be your friend.
yeah, well, I'd rather make friends than enemies. So,
True.
all right. Anything else, ladies?
No.
Nope.
I
All right.
think as long as it's not a target on Northland, that would be my first concern. And
Yeah,
then-
yeah, well-
first concern is a target on my team, and then second would be on the building. What do we need to worry about?
There's no definitives, but I don't foresee that as a problem. Okay, and if there's anything that does raise your concerns, get right on the line.
He
We'll be
doesn't
right over
normally
here.
upload things.
I can't tell you. I don't follow him.
You don't know who he is. So I don't
Right.
follow him, right?
If you search Moses Lake Contact or something like that, or Moses Lake Police First Amendment, you may come upon something. But I don't invest that much energy as long as everybody's behaving themselves.
Yeah, so again, my first concern would be the team, second would be, do
Yep.
we need to worry about vandalism to the building, or?
100%. And anything suspicious, you got our number, ladies. Give us a call. Okay?
If he does come on the property and you guys are around, you can always film him, right? And then that's concrete evidence that he's on your property, and then we can deal with that. Other than that, he's on public right away and can do his thing, and just ignore him, and he'll probably go away.
Yep.
Don't
Okay.
rile him up.
No.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you
All right, ladies.
so
Hey,
much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.